Right then, boys, welcome back to the Manchester United rebuild. In the first episode, we played the first half of the season. We're currently in January. We signed Bryan Mbeumo, Matheus Cunha, Alexander Mitrovic and Emiliano Martinez. We had a alright first half of the season, but we're in the January transfer window now. We're going to be making a signing or two, or maybe just one, to hopefully get us back into Europe this season, or for next season anyway. So the position that I want to strengthen is our left wing back / left mid role, where Dorgu's been playing. And don't get me wrong, Dorgu, he's been alright, but he's 73 rated and he's not quite cutting it. He's not doing bad for his rating, but I have got some replacements lined up, and I think I know who I want to go and get. I'm going in for Federico Di Marco. The reason I'm going in for him is because obviously he's the best out of the bunch I've shortlisted. But in real life, I've heard Inter do want to do a bit of a clear out under the new manager. And Di Marco, let's be honest, in the Champions League final, he had a torrid time and a semi-final as well. So maybe Inter could be looking to get rid of him. I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not. But I've brought him in anyway to Man United because he's a good player. I'm not going for really realistic in this, so I feel like it was a good signing for us on that left mid role as well. So yeah, hopefully he can strengthen our team and have a solid second half of the season. Now that team is looking very nice. Once we get Di Marco in there, Dorgu's onto the bench, but Di Marco left mid. I mean, look at that. That's a pretty nice team. That team should be finishing top 8 realistically. Right, so that's all the signings I'm going to make in January. We've had no outgoings either. We did have a lot of outgoings in the summer though, so we've not really got room to sell anyone at the moment. But we need to get straight into the highlights of the game. If you haven't watched the first episode, I don't know how this works. I'm going to be playing the rest of the season in this episode. It's like highlights. If you watch Barfy Boy, it's Barfy Boy style. He's the man who created this type of career mode content. So let's get straight into it. First game, couldn't get any tougher. Liverpool at Anfield, the current Premier League holders. It's a big one. And it would be us to draw blood first. Federico Di Marco gets first few touches on the ball. He'd hold it up. He'd find Bruno Fernandes. Bruno would drive into the box, get the shot off to make it 1-0. That marks Federico's first assist for the club as well, hopefully first of many. But what a goal. Liverpool would get one back though, 27 minutes in. Jota would get the ball. Somehow, I don't know how he still got it. Frimpong will play it to Salah. Salah scores to make it 1-1. Really, that ball should have been cleared. It should have been long gone. Cunha would play a ball into Mitrovic, who'd hold the ball up well. Then he'd find Cunha again, who'd slot it into the front post to make it 2-1. Lovely bit of play between them two. But then Salah would be in once again, and he'd score. He'd get his second of the game to make it 2-2. Game on. Maguire would tackle Jota, but Wirtz would win the ball off him. And then Jota would end up with the ball back again to make it 3-2. And it's such a shame for Maguire. It was a good tackle. We just got outnumbered. Wirtz managed to get it out to Gakpo, who'd find Jota to make it 3-2. It was unfortunate for Maguire because he's played quite well. And that would conclude the first game of the episode and the first game of the new year. A loss to Liverpool. Moving on from that game, we had Fulham at Craven Cottage. Mitrovic returning home. Can he return home with a hat-trick? Hopefully he can. Ahmad would get this chance, and I don't know how this hasn't gone in. Smashes it off the bar. And what a clearance by them. But then Adama Traore would go and score. My camera didn't get it, but you will see it on the replay. I say camera, it's my Xbox clipping it. It's terrible, honestly. So unreliable. We don't even get to see it. Former United man Pereira would play a lovely ball into Alex Iwobi, and that's a lovely goal from the Nigerian. 30 minutes left. I don't think we're getting back into this game. And it's all done and dusted. Another 3 points dropped. Not good enough. Straight into the next game against Brighton & Hove Albion. João Pedro would play in Minter. Minter back to Pedro, and Pedro shoots to make it 1-0. Are we ever going to win a game in 2025? I don't think so. João Pedro, I don't even know where he's going to. Poor defending. Minter would then get played in 74 minutes. And he's never going to miss that. Another loss at home. Next up, Crystal Palace playing against Garnacho. He's been in some controversial news recently, wearing a Villa shirt on his Instagram post. Goldbridge is not happy with him. And it will be Garnacho's team to draw first blood. A beautiful header from Munoz. I mean, could Emi have saved it? Who knows? It was a very nice header, to be fair. 1-0. Then Mateta would be played through 1-1 with Emi, and he chips it over him. We're going for our 4th straight defeat in a row this year. 2-0 with only 20 minutes left. And they'd even go and make it 3. Adam Wharton. I don't even know what to say. Absolutely terrible start to the new year. Next up, Spurs. Wasn't getting any easier. A bogey team for United in real life and for me in career mode. It would actually be us to score first, so Alexander Mitrovic back on the score sheet in 2025. His first goal of the year. 1-0, 15 minutes in. Come on. Ahmad would then find Mbeumo, who'd get through past Reguilon. He's all on his own. Surely Mbeumo can score on his left foot. Bryan Mbeumo, of course he does. Puts it away to make it 2-0. Feel like I'm dreaming. I can't believe we are winning a game of football away at Spurs as well. Tottenham would get a goal though. James Maddison on the stroke of half-time to make it 2-1. Not ideal, is it, going into half-time? Spurs are going to be full of confidence coming out in the second half. Then a corner for Spurs, 6 minutes in, or 6 minutes left even. We don't want to concede here. We managed to win the ball off them and then go on our own counter-attack. Alexander Mitrovic playing Brian Mbeumo in. Mbeumo, is he going to square it? Of course he is. Mitrovic gets his second goal of the game. And we get our first 3 points of the season away at Spurs. Out of all the games, maybe apart from Liverpool, this was not the game I was expecting us to win. But there's no better feeling than finally winning a game. Next up, Everton at Goodison Park. This one, definitely a tough game. Away at Goodison, it's never going to be an easy fixture, is it? And we'd find that on early on, Dwight McNeil absolutely smashing one into the bottom corner, beating Emmy only 12 minutes into the game to make it 1-0 to the Toffees. We would reply though, right on the stroke of half-time, and Mbeumo would play a lovely ball into Mitrovic. And he's always scoring there. You could put your house on it. You could put your life on it. Alexander Mitrovic is scoring a 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. We then get a free kick. Bruno Fernandes. This nearly went flying into the top corner. I nearly lobbed my controller across the room. Can't believe it. Just went over. What a goal that would have been. 64 minutes in now and Everton would go and get a goal. Alcaraz would somehow still get the ball and I've moved Emmy like I was playing Ultimate Team. I can't believe I've done that in the career mode. But I don't even play Ultimate Team either. It's a disgrace. 2-1 to Everton, and it's all my fault. Beto would find himself with the ball in the box, and he'd smash it into the far top corner to make it 3-1 to Everton. We might have beat Spurs, but we're back to losing ways, and I'm disappointed in the boys. Moisey has defeated one of his old teams yet again. Back to Old Trafford now. Hopefully we can get a win here. Our first win at Old Trafford in 2025. We get a corner against Arsenal as well. De Ligt would go up for it. It would get blocked by Odegaard, but he was dilly-dallying around in the box. Cunha would win it. Then he'd find Mitrovic. Mitrovic is going to score, of course. Another goal against Arsenal in this save. He scored 4 at the Emirates in the first half of the season. Can he get a hat-trick today? I bloody hope so. Mbeumo would pick up the ball. He'd find Ahmad out on the wing. Ahmad cuts back in on his left foot. Finds Mitro. Mitro shoots and Mitro scores to make it 2-0. 70 minutes in, I think we are a bogey team for Arsenal in this save because they can't beat us. They don't turn up against us. Corner for Arsenal now. Last minute, we won our clean sheet. Saka whips one in. Gabriel wins it. Huge save from Emmy. And he picks up the ball. And we've beaten Arsenal 2-0. We've done a double over them this season. Straight after Arsenal, we had Pep's Man City in the Manchester derby at Old Trafford. I'm pretty sure we lost at the Etihad in episode 1. It would be City's day though, as Ryan Cherky makes it 1-0 5 minutes in. The man who said that he wants to destroy Manchester United next season for them knocking Lyon out of the Europa League. And he's really doing it in this career mode save. Next, Haaland would get on the score sheet, dinks it over Martinez 32 minutes in, and it was not looking good, bruv. We were getting cooked all game against City. It was not fun. 7 minutes later, Haaland would go and get another goal to make it 3-0. We would go and get a goal 70 minutes in, a lovely ball from Mbeumo and a great goal from Mitrovic, but it was nothing but a consolation, but I'm taking nothing away from that finish. Next up, a trip to Wembley against Sheffield United in the FA Cup semi-finals. We needed to win this FA Cup if we want Europa League football next season, so let's have it. It would be Mbeumo early on to break the deadlock, and what a finish that is. 1-0, 4 minutes in. This could be a slaughtering. Di Marco would then go and get his first goal for the club. What a goal from the Italian. A bit like Mbeumo, is just smashing it into the far corner. 2-0. Ahmad would then go on a scintillating run, skipping past the Sheffield United defence and just slotting it into the far corner 54 minutes in. It was game, set and match. An easy win for the boys. They even brought the super subs on. Xerxes. And look at this, he go and get a goal. This is probably the first game he's played all season. Xerxes, a beautiful finish. A lovely ball from Mbeumo, just like against Arsenal. We'd find Xerxes, who'd go and get his second goal of the game. Xerxes was on for a hat-trick at Wembley. Could he do it or could he not? Of course he bloody could. Dorgu would find him at the back post for a tap-in, and Joshua Xerxes, the super sub, made it 6-0 and got his hat-trick at Wembley Stadium in the FA Cup semi-final. I know it's Sheffield United, but can you believe that? I've already played him all season. He's gone and bagged the hat-trick at Wembley. Only 2 games left of the season, one against Chelsea, one against Villa. We're stuck in 9th place, we can't move anywhere, so these games didn't really matter, but I played them anyway. Cunha would make it 1-0 against Chelsea, and what a goal that is from the Brazilian. They would get one back on the brink of half-time, though. Antoine Griezmann beating Emmy at the front post. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're in 9th anyway, but we would want to win. And Cunha, we're playing Di Marco, who would go and get his second goal 2 games in a row. Can you believe it? Hasn't scored all season. And he goes and gets 2 games in a row. Enzo Fernandez would get a chance though, and he would put it away to make it 2-2. Good game this is, to be fair. Shame it doesn't mean anything. Then watch this from Cunha. beautiful skill, plays in Mitrovic, a lovely little ball, who go and get a goal to make it 3-2, and we'd get all 3 points away at Stamford Bridge. What a performance on the boys. And Mitrovic, he's having an all-timer season. Final game of the Premier League season, we'd play in Aston Villa, obviously in real life. Emmy got sent off in this for Villa in real life. My team, couldn't believe it, we got robbed at UCL. Watkins goes and scores to make it 1-0. Shame we couldn't do this in real life, but, I mean, I'm not too mad because, like I said, we can't finish out a 9th. We do have an FA Cup final to play. We did have this chance, but we couldn't put it away. The Donyell Marlon, would go and get a goal to make it 2-0 to Villa, and the game was done. We weren't coming back into this game. However, though, Bruno Fernandes has scored an absolute weldy from the kickoff. Just a shame it came too late in the game, so there was no time for us to get back in it at all. And we took an L to Villa. So here we are then. We finished the season 9th. I mean, it's better than 15th, isn't it? And we do have an FA Cup final to play, so Europe is still on the line for us. So let's get straight into it. No dilly-dallying. We do have Liverpool, so it is going to be a bit tough. But let's have it. We haven't beat them this season, and if we want to beat them, we beat them now. And we actually did break the deadlock early, but my Xbox stopped recording as it happened. But Mitrovic scored. He got very lucky. Took a deflection off Van Dijk. You can see it there. It's just sent Alisson the wrong way. Hit off the crossbar and gone in. But we are beating Liverpool 1-0 at Wembley in the FA Cup final. Come on. Cunha would find Federico Di Marco back at Wembley. He scored against Sheffield United. He whips a lovely ball into Mitrovic, who takes his time and makes it 2-0 against Liverpool in the FA Cup final. Mitrovic has got that chest into the volley on lock, I tell you. Darwin Núñez would get through. A big save from Emmy. He gets the rebound as well. And we've beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final. United have qualified for Europe this season. What a way to do it. I know we finished 9th. It's not been a bad season, though. Won the FA Cup against Liverpool. What a result. Bruno Fernandes, the El Capitano, is going to lift it. He's been class this season. Some players have been class. Obviously, Mitrovic, Bruno. I wouldn't say any of the defenders because we've only kept like 6 clean sheets. But, I mean, they've been all right. Martinez has been good. Like, he's made a lot of saves. But Bruno Fernandes is going to lift the trophy. Ooh. Come on. That's actually a decent season. It's a very good season compared to United last season. But next year, we're going for the title. Hopefully, anyway. Europa League or the title. And would you look at that? Mitro, 37 goals, 6 assists. What a season. 29 goals in the Prem. 6 in the FA Cup, 2 in the Carabao Cup. Cunha, 17 and 18. Bruno, 15 and 8. Mbeumo, 12 and 15. Ahmad, 5 and 10. Kobbie Mainoo, 5 and 2. Even Xerxes got 4. Even though 3 of them came in that FA Cup semi-final. But what a team we've built in this first season. I'm looking forward to season 2. And if you are, make sure you subscribe if you're new and like. And give me some transfer suggestions below. Because I'm struggling of who to think of to sign, to be honest. I don't really know where to improve. I want to sign a centre-back. Martinez is going to be sold. So, we'll see next episode what happens. So, leave your suggestions and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next video.